I am Neoshi. Thanks for joining in. Let's get started with the second part. I'm so
Great! She's still
excited
here!
for the second part since I left in between after starting with the first one. Cutscene, cutscene. Oh no. These are the same cubes that we saw when that unknown god captured the traveler and Lumine. These are the same cubes, right? These were the same cubes. What is this? Could this be cataclysm? This is where David is right now. So she really is living in a different time space.
Not from the same world, are we?
We're not. No, I come from the future.
Wait, but that's great! That means the world isn't going to end. In that case, tell me, what happens to Khaenri'ah? What happens to my homeland? No, wait. Don't answer that. We can only fight for our future. If the future is unknown, I still believe the Savior can turn things around. I'll carry on looking for her, even if you're not there to protect me. Although, in a way, I've already found my Savior. It's you. You protected me, and I believe you can protect us all. You're the one who can change everything. It's just too bad that we're not from the same time or place. Oh, one last thing before I forget. I know how much you want to find your sister. Surely she must be desperate to find you too. So, is there anything you can give me as a memento? Proof that we met? That way when I do find her, I can convince her that you're also searching for her.
Okay. The key that he found. No.
What?
Oh! No, no, no. Oh. This is... I cannot choose. What should I do? What should I do? Give the key to her or keep the key? Like, if I give the key to her, she'll carry the key around and eventually Khaenri'ah will be destroyed. She'll turn into a villager and then in the future we will find her in the cave where we found her just now. I think that's if this is a future, if this is her fate, I'll give the key to her. Keep the key. Was that supposed to happen if I hadn't gave her the key? Huh? So that's what happened. Is Sarat, the ruler of time, must have had a hand in this? Okay, the time stopped, but Lumine is here, and there's no other way that this meeting would have been taken place. Lumine, in all of this, I knew only the ending. I've always been curious about the event that led to this. If I hadn't chose to give her the key, would that mean Lumen hadn't come in this scene right now, or she would have came in a different scene with a different set of dialogues. I don't know. I need to know what happens if you choose to keep the key. When the cataclysm first began 500 years ago, I, as a princess of Khaenri'ah, was preparing to do my part, fight back all of my might. But then this girl, she found me. The irony was that even as she desperately begged me to save the world, she brought me the news of you. Okay. I was stunned and I was suspicious of her claim that you were searching for me. But then she showed me the key to your hibernation chamber. So she actually did it. We had been separated ever since our weekend in Teyvat. I searched the whole planet and found no trace of you anywhere. And then she brought me that news at the worst possible moment. What is happening? Have you seen the movie called Your Name? The time and space intersections makes everything possible at a certain point of time to let the two people meet. Is this what's going on here? I was faced with an extremely difficult decision. I desperately wanted to see you again, but Khaenri'ah was in equally desperate need of my help. I knew that no matter what I choose, I'd regret my decision for the rest of days. So I steeled myself against the guilt and made my decision. I went to see you. And then you were still in hibernation. Even the key to the chamber was still secure on your person. So you're saying 3 keys existed simultaneously at the moment? I just grabbed you and ran. That's where we are right now, an intersection in our memories. My head is spinning. This question has haunted me for the past 500 years. I never imagined answer would come to me like this. So my actions 500 years in the future set everything in motion. Are you mocking me, Sarot? Deirdre succeeded in bringing us together, but unfortunately it is versions of us 500 years apart. She hoped that the savior would rescue Khaenri'ah, save the entire world, but instead the news she brought led the savior to make the complete opposite decision. How awful is that a fate? Is that her story must end? Not yet, but I have taken a very important step. Now the ley lines of Khaenri'ah are complete. I always thought that the Teyvat ley lines were locked by the heavenly principles. No more can be added, and existing ones cannot be replaced. But then I learned that Natlan's Night Kingdom appeared to be an exception to the rule. It has intrigued me ever since, so I directed the Abyss Order to feign an attack on Natlan, buying me some time to enter, and then negotiate with the Lord of the Night. Fortunately, even in the Night Kingdom cannot host new ley lines. The most I could get was some room to carry out weaving process. Let's say before even she can only reconstruct the Natlan ley lines. It's probably for the same reason. Still I received the Lord of the Night permission and activate the Loom of Fate. That's a good reference. Using in Teyvat at the base, I was able to grow a realm based on the Khaenri'ah 500 years ago, superimposing it over present-day Natlan space-time. Allowed you and Deirdre to cross paths. She is not lying about that at least, but what I don't understand is why. Yeah, exactly. After that, the new Khaenri'ah was enriched with memories of the old, drawn from the Abyss members' meditation sessions. With those memories as raw materials and the superimposed realm as a template, the Loom of Fate finally finished its work. Atlas of the New World. This is the product of the Loom of Fate holding within the entire network of New Khaenri'ah's ley line. With this, nation once known as Khaenri'ah can rise again. One day I'll find a suitable host location for this. Why is reviving Khaenri'ah so important? My memory was completely blank. How her memories was erased as my second home. This is why my guilt weighs so heavily on me, but even so that only constitutes part of my motive. More importantly, if I wish to speak with the heavenly principles as an equal, I will need the might of an entire world behind me. She's on savage mode. Some noise went behind me. Oh, someone is outside. They're posting racket and I got startled at that very moment. Wait.
Our hero is back. Everyone's been waiting for you.
This Khaenri'ah really exists in a different time and space, like where we are right now. Does it exist? It should.
The Abyss Order made a full retreat before our forces even arrived on the scene. All thanks to your efforts, no doubt. Oh, and Mr. Dainsliff's, of course.
Mistake.
What's wrong? You look upset.
Paimon doesn't know the details either. The traveler just disappeared after taking Deirdre's hand. It was like they got sucked into another world. Paimon was looking all over for him, and then he suddenly reappeared, right back in the same spot, but looking a lot more glum.
I think I got the gist of what happened. Something to do with your sister? I spoke with the Lord of the Night in a dream just now, and learned quite a lot.
Huh? You met your sister? you didn't think to tell Paimon right away? Well, oh, never mind. Paimon can see that you're pretty down right now. But let's go over everything later, alright?
What your sister accomplished? It all but defies comprehension. I was stunned when I heard about it too. But what surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually chose to allow it. The Lord of the Night did try to explain it to me, but in a word, it's complicated. During the war with the Abyss, Malwika had an argument with the captain. Malwika believed that we should fight to protect our culture and memories, while the captain believed the preservation of the ley lines should come before all else. So, the Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with the Loom of Fate, and informed of its ability to weave ley lines. She saw your sister's actions as a potential third option, namely to preserve an entire nation in the form of an atlas.
Preserve a nation? You've definitely lost me now.
You're not the only one. Paimon's got no idea what's going on either.
With that in mind, the Lord of the Night gave the go-ahead once she was satisfied that the Loom of Fate wouldn't have any real effect on Natlan. However, I believe she imposed an additional condition of her own.
An additional condition? Did she ask for something in return?
No idea. She wouldn't tell me what it was.
Huh.
Alright, well, let's not overthink this for now. We just won a war! Time for a well-earned drink to celebrate. I trust the Lord of the Night unreservedly. I'm sure she only involved herself to take a problem off our hands, so it's one less thing for us to worry about. Don't you agree, Traveler? Come on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Oh, Veressa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast.
Are we going back to the cave?
Eon-san, leave him be. This might be hard to understand for an extrovert like you, but some people need alone time to recharge every once in a while.
Traveler?
No. Okay, we are done. That was it. It was a nice quest. It gave a glimpse about the Loom of Fate has been completed, and that Khaenri'ah ley lines have been reweaved. Alright, this was all for the day stream. Thanks for joining in. This was all in the second part. I should have covered this in the first part itself. I really didn't know how much was left, so I didn't cover it in the first part. Plus, I was running out of time, so I thought, let it be. Let's cover it in the second part. Well, here we are at the end of the quest. Space and time for you. Thanks for joining in. Bye bye. See you on the next one.